Chamber, appreciate you joining us at a difficult afternoon. What's your assessment on that?
Yeah, frustration. Like I just said a minute ago, it's very difficult to relay how you feel in half an hour after the game's finished. It's a very tough way to lose the game. Obviously, we got away with one in the first half with a missed penalty, but to lose the game in that manner is very tough to take. And for someone who's given his absolute everything to the cause and the club since he signed, it's a tough one for Mark, and it just shows you the nature of football. Hero last week, so-called villain this week, but it's not all down to Mark. For me, they defended really, really well today. I think we had a lot more intensity to our play, but I put my arm around it at the end there. It's one of them things. Every defender's going to go through it, and you just have to take the rough with the smooth. There'll be no one more frustrated in Ipswich today than him and ourselves as players. It's not been good enough recently, and we got the result last week, but we just have to try and take our chances when they come. I think we had a few more chances today, so it's one of those things that we're going to rue some missed chances and an unfortunate goal we've conceded today.
Mark's just a young lad, isn't he? And he seems like that good character. He'll beat himself up, but it's important that he picks himself up and goes again.
Yeah, he's going to have a long career in the game, and that won't be the first or the last. It is what it is, and I think he just feels, and we all feel, like you work really, really hard in the game, and I don't think you can question the lads' commitment and endeavour and effort whenever they step on the pitch. So to sort of get that far in the game and feel like we've probably given a decent account of ourselves today. Defensively, we stopped them playing, we stopped their main threats in the team really, and he's just very disappointed, as we all are, that we've conceded in that manner really. But it's not about that. We have to take our chances when they come. We have to try and produce things a lot more. We have to do a lot more on the pitch, individually and collectively.
So you had your arm around Mark at the end. His head naturally drops. That message that you speak to him, that's obviously between you guys, but what was the gist of what you were sort of telling him?
Again, like we've all taken our due criticism as players at this football club, because where we are and what's happening isn't been good enough. We still find ourselves in a positive position in division with games in hand, so you have to get on with it. What can you do? Like, I can stand here and say a million things, but it's not going to appease anyone. It's not going to make anyone happier. You're still going to take the stick, regardless of whether you're in an empty stadium or playing at the training ground or playing away from home. People are going to see it, and that's what can you do? You've gone out there, you've tried to give your best. If your best wasn't good enough, it's not because you've not tried to give your best. What can you do? That is life, that is football. You have to move on. You have to try and be prepared as well as you can for Tuesday, and that's what we'll try and do. And that's what I said to him. He's doing really, really well as a player, and we've got a lot of young players that are doing really, really well. But you want to be in a winning team, and we haven't nailed that form down yet, and we need to do it quickly.
It's important to highlight some aspects from today, and no shots on target for Peterborough. You've really stifled a few of their threats. We have mentioned the penalty in the first half, but that's got to be an encouraging side. So hopefully that's something to build on. Yeah,
like I said, when you come on and you try and articulate how you feel and how you feel the game's gone, it's very difficult, because you can sometimes come out here and talk rubbish and say, well, we done great, we done this, we did this. But yeah, I think we played a lot higher at the pitch. We had a lot more intensity. We've worked on that over the last couple of weeks. We definitely saw it at Burton, and I think we saw it again today. We've got a lot more legs in the team. The players that have come back to fitness over the Christmas period are adding to that. We can press teams. Yeah. I'm pressing the fullback down here, and we're just trying to force the issue. So I felt, like you say, from a free-scoring team today, the goal aside, we have stifled them pretty well.
Yeah. And then the area, hopefully, to kick on is going forward.
Yeah,
and we were missing players today, like Hawks, Caden, Nors.
You've got Luke coming on, who's made an impact today. You've got John. You've got a lot of quality we can bring off the bench. So we can talk about the lads that aren't available, but we've still got enough in the team to be causing teams problems. And today, late on especially, we've had a few chances that we probably should have capitalised on. So at least them signs are a lot more encouraging, because we haven't created loads on the season. Let's not get it. We haven't created loads. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're a team. We concede together, we score together. It's not anyone's fault. All you can do is try to go out there and carry out the instructions, and when it comes, you have to make the right decision at the right time.
Briefly mentioned Luke Thomas there. Great to see him get some action today, and hopefully he's a bright spark for us.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to come and play. I read something this week that the manager's giving him stick for having a negative attitude. What a load of nonsense. The kid comes, he wants to play football. Yeah. So if he's not playing at a club hardly at all, and he's got the opportunity to come play football, and he voices that opinion, what does he do? You can't stop someone coming to play football if that's an opportunity for him, and then talk rubbish in the press. It's nonsense. So I'm not having it. And fair play to him today, come on. And he just wants to do well for himself and the football club, so we're glad that he's here.
Unfortunately, no Josh Harrop today. It was a bit of a shock to the system yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He couldn't write it, but
it
obviously our well wishes with him.
Yeah, exactly. It sums it up for us. He'll be a very good addition for us, but we're going to miss him for a few games again now. So, but what can we do? We can't dwell on that. We've got other players that can take that opportunity, and if it arises, we need people to step up to the plate. Another cliche, but what can you say standing here? We've got to keep going. What do? Just jack it in? I'm not going to jack it in. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying to force the boys to go forward and be positive and try and express themselves, and that's all I can do as a part of the football club.
Just finally, a little look at Tuesday. No doubt going to be a difficult game. What sort of positives do you want to take from today into that, and what needs to improve?
Well, the intensity of our game to stop people playing. I think possession-wise, Sunderland have been up there this season. They've tried to have a possession-based game, but I think we'll probably try and do something similar. We have to press. We have to try and force the issue, and if we can be as defensively solid as I feel we have been today, albeit the couple of things that's happened, it's a lot better than we have been. So we just need to take those positives, take the chances we created. Lads have just got to get the monkey off their back and just go out and play. Enjoy it. It's an opportunity to play with no pressure in front of. We usually got 20,000 people here, so there's a lot of pressure in that aspect for the football club. But there is no pressure. The pressure only comes from in your own mind. I mean, it doesn't matter what people say. If you feel you're going out there giving all you can, what more can anyone throw at you?